Hi, hello, aloha everyone. How are we? It's Saturday and I'm actually on here today, which is amazing. Look at this adorable little toy that my granddaughter got today. Oh my God, they're so cute. She also has, I don't have it on here correctly, but he sits on your shoulder. He is Pascal from Tangled. They're called Perched. Disney's Perched. They're so cute. I was gonna have him with me on this one, but he's not sitting right, so I'm gonna take him off. But oh my God, I'm in love with him. Hi. And I'm by myself because John is out running errands now that he's home. He's been working on his honey-do list, which let me tell you, it's gotten pretty big since he's been gone. Appliances are broken. Stuff in the house is broke. I mean, electricity's out. It's all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff, I can tell you. It's not great, but we're glad to have him back. And he couldn't stay today for live. Maybe next week. We don't know. So anyway, this week. Oh, another update. I haven't heard from Debbie Searles. Searles? Is it Searles? I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. I didn't message you because I was waiting for a message, and then life has gotten busy and I didn't message you, but you did win the giveaway from last month. So I will reach out to you after this live. I'll send you a message and get your information. So, and if you don't want it, you can message me back. Hi, Pam, how are you? You can message me back and say, put it back in, I don't, thank you, but I don't need it. It's totally up to you. So, we've been in full holiday cruising mode all week, all month really. I've been doing Christmas in July, right? But today we're gonna dive into something kind of fun, and we're gonna bust the biggest holiday myths, holiday cruise myths. So, I hear these every year, so we're gonna go over some of them and we'll let you know whether they're myths or true. But I can tell you none of them are true. So, myth number 1. Holiday cruises are too expensive. That's the big one. Let's start with that one. I hear it all the time, that they're too expensive. The truth is that holiday cruises aren't expensive. Late booking holiday cruises are expensive. Holiday weeks are peak in demand, so families are off school and people want warm weather during the holidays. Cruise lines add special holiday programming too, which makes them, people want them, right? So yes, price does rise, but they rise because cabins fill. So if you book early or you sail the first week in December, that's when I went, and the ship was absolutely beautiful, and you still got the whole holiday shebang, right? But it was cheaper. So you get all the holiday magic without the holiday pricing. So that week is definitely the sweet spot for the holiday, for Christmas. Have you ever watched cruise prices jump overnight? Drop a thumbs up if you have. I have. Before I was a cruise planner, I was married to my first husband, and the only time we could book a cruise was during tax season, and it usually took a couple of years. We couldn't go all the time because we had a lot of young kids at home. So I was like doing the research like I do, because I always do the research, and I was like, oh, this date's perfect, this works, the timing works, the price is perfect. And I was waiting, it was like Thursday, and I was waiting, I don't remember exactly what day, but the very next day, or maybe it was Monday, my check was going to drop. I don't remember, but the very next day, my income tax check was coming. So, I think it was a Friday and my check was coming on Monday. So they couldn't put the 24-hour hold on. Back then it was a 24-hour hold, so I wouldn't have had the money in 24 hours to lock in the price. I called and they were like, you'll have to call back on Monday. And literally Monday, the cruise went up by I want to say $1,200 or something, because we had 4 people. I was so mad. So upset. But I mean, it happens. Like, sales run out, things happen. So you got to get to it, right? Second myth: ships are overcrowded during the holiday. So they do feel very lively, but cruise lines actually open more venues. They add extra entertainment, and they stagger events so people aren't all in one place at one time. So, but sea days are the busiest. But port days, they're calm, they're peaceful, and they're perfect for photos. Do you like Team Lively or Team Peaceful? I like a little bit of both. I like the liveliness, but I like my peace and quiet too. I think because I live with no peace and quiet with the grandkids. Right now we are bribing her, the youngest, with her tablet for 30 minutes so that I can get through this live without her screaming. So we'll see how that goes. So don't be surprised if we get interrupted by little feet. So, third myth. Holiday cruises are only for families. Definitely a myth. This one makes me, it's funny because it's so not true, right? Holiday cruises are amazing. They're amazing for families. They're also incredible for couples, for solo travelers, and adults who just want a festive escape. I think I would prefer to have a holiday cruise, especially Christmas or New Year's, with just my husband, so I don't have to have the whole shebang and the whole craziness of the holidays. So to me, I would think I would enjoy it better not being on a holiday cruise. When we did go in the beginning of December, we did have all the kids. That was the bulk of their Christmas gift, was the cruise. But my two youngest, I have an oldest son who said it wasn't his forte, so he didn't start cruising until he was probably 20, I think he went on his first cruise. The youngest went on his at 6, and my daughter was, and they're 7 years apart, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so she was 13, 12 or 13, somewhere around there. But the oldest didn't want anything to do with it, so. But that cruise was during Christmas, like the holidays. Would you rather cruise for Christmas or New Year's Eve? I think both would be great, but I think New Year's Eve, we don't usually do anything on New Year's Eve, so I think New Year's Eve in the middle of the ocean would be amazing. So that my choice is New Year's Eve. The fourth myth, the weather isn't great that time of year. Caribbean holiday cruises are warm, sunny, and breezy. The only difference is evenings, they get a little cooler, which honestly really does feel nice when you're watching holiday movies under the stars or walking the deck with all the twinkling lights. The coolness feels nice. Not freezing, like a light sweater, a little sweat jacket, something like that. You'd be good. And who wants to be 125 degrees humidity when you're hanging Christmas or when you're walking under the stars, under the Christmas lights, right? So, how do you feel about warm weather holidays? Like Christmas, I like a white Christmas, but only on Christmas. Christmas Day, that's it. I don't care other than that. It doesn't have to snow any other time of the year, and it doesn't even have to be snowing on Christmas. Like a little bit of white dusting makes it feel festive to me. I'm not upset if it doesn't, but I do enjoy that. I'm not gonna lie. I did cruise out of New York once. It wasn't during Christmas, but there was snow all over the deck, like thick snow, because New York, it snows. When it snows, it snows. And you couldn't sit on any of the chairs until like the following day. We couldn't even go outside. So, myth number 5, everything costs extra during the holidays. Let's talk about this one. Everything costs extra? No. Most holiday magic is included. The decor, like I told you, the themed activities, the shows, the festive touches. You're not paying for the holiday vibe. What might cost extra are things like the specialty dining, which costs extra on every cruise, right? Holiday photo packages, which the photo packages are too pricey for me anyway. I only want one photo, and they're not usually, because who needs 17 photos? It's just usually me and John cruising. I don't need 17 different photos. So thanks for the heart, babe. But the core holiday experience, it's already included. So you're not going to pay extra for that holiday experience, right? Would you try the cookie decoration first, or maybe the shows? What would be your first holiday activity that you'd want to try? So here's the bonus myth. Hi, John. Thanks for watching. Drive safe. So, holiday cruises sell out immediately. That is not true. They don't. They sell out steadily, but they don't sell out instantly. So the key is booking early. because the prices go up as cabins fill. So the more cabins that fill, the higher the prices are. Group rates, like the one I got for our sailing in May, stay locked in. So if you have a big family that all wants to cruise, you can get a group rate. We can put you in a group rate and it's not going to go up no matter when you pay for it, right? You get locked in even when the prices start going up. That's why planning ahead is such a smart idea. So do we like planning ahead? I love planning. I'm already thinking about 2028, okay? 2027. But of course, we are halfway through 2026, but the Beachcomber comes out in January 27, and they're doing a 3-ship meetup, and they're going to have a Zach Brown there. I'm really contemplating that. So that's not even the only one I'm thinking about in 2027, but that's the first one, because that one's January of 2027. It comes out right around my birthday, which, perfect birthday cruise. John, you're watching birthday cruise. Okay, so that's our holiday myth busting session. Woo, that was a tongue twister for me. Holiday cruises are magical, and honestly, they're not as complicated as people make them out to be. So if you're thinking about a holiday sailing, whether it's Christmas, it's New Year's, Thanksgiving, or you just early December, just message me. I'm happy to help you find the right ship, the right itinerary, and the right price, because let's face it, price matters. But thanks for hanging out with me today. If you are interested in any cruise and you need help or want to ask some questions, I'm here to help. Just message me and I'll let you know. So I'll see you in the group. That's going to be our last live about holidays. So we're going to move on to our next category for August. So that's coming up. I do have a couple more posts this month, obviously, but this is the last Saturday live for holiday. So we're going to move on to our next category. I don't know. What did you guys think about this, the Christmas in July category? I know it's hard to think about holidays when it's hot outside and you're swimming in the pool, but I mean, it's really the time to start planning. But you should always plan ahead, right? But it's tough for me. It's tough for me to think about Christmas. So this was a tough month for me to be like super excited about holiday things. It does sound really cool. I would love to do New Year's Eve on a cruise ship. I would love it. And we are still waiting for John to get the thumbs up to travel, because as soon as they say go, we're off. We're either going to go out of New York on Virgin Voyages or out of Galveston on MSC or out of Florida on Margaritaville. If it's any later than like September, early October, we may go like into October. We may do a Mexican Riviera on Carnival. Our options are, I'm dying because I don't have anything on the books right now, and I feel lost without a cruise to look into for myself. I love planning everybody else's cruises, but I get jealous and I don't have one on the books right now, and I'm kind of sad. But it's okay. I'll get over it. I'll get on the cruise ship soon enough. So anyway, thanks again for joining. I love having you here. Thanks, Pam, for staying all the way through. I appreciate you. We appreciate this community, and we just want to bring you all the information that we can to make your life easier and to enjoy your cruises, because we love it so much, and we want to share our love for cruises with everyone else. So me and Pascal are going to say goodbye. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the comments. Bye-bye.